Hello there, and come into the bar. Come and join me at the bar. So, this is now series 7 that I'm just about to start of our bar chats, and over the last 6 series we've been looking at different elements of running projects, programs and portfolios. And in this series we're going to look at how race fit are you to run your projects or programs? How ready are you to successfully run your projects, programs and portfolios? So that's what we'll work on. I've got 8 episodes through this series, so it's going to go on for the next 8 weeks, and come back and see each individual one if you want to. So the first episode we're going to look at today is the whole being race fit to mobilize a program through the leadership structure of that program. Now, the leadership structure is interesting. I found this interesting. I spent 30 years working in change projects and programs and running portfolios. And I see the same mistake happen time and time again. And essentially, with regard to leadership, one of the main failings I see is that a program is initiated or an idea is initiated. It comes from one of the members of the management team. So let's just take, for the sake of argument, the sales and marketing director. The sales and marketing director says, I want a new CRM system or bid management system for all of my sales and marketing activities. For some inexplicable reason, that sales and marketing director almost always, by default, gets made the sponsor of the program, and therefore takes a key role. And if we look at how that's actually structured, what we're talking about is, here we have certainly one of the key roles in the leadership piece for the program, which is the sponsor. And the sponsor is the person that has to champion the program, the person that has to break down roadblocks when things are going wrong or it's stalling, the person that needs to worry about the risks and mitigate the biggest sort of escalated risks. And therefore they need to be in the best position to do all of those things, not necessarily the person that happens to sit in the functional seat. The second leadership role on the program works very, very closely here with the sponsor, and that is the program director or program manager. And they have a direct relationship, and that is a partnership. It is not a line management role. Those two need to work really closely. They need to have a close relationship. They need to be sitting down maybe once a week over a coffee or whatever it is, and really working through the leadership structure and approach for the program and making sure it stays on track. And the reason they have to work in conjunction is because this person here, the sponsor, is in a better position to break down roadblocks with their peers across the organization because they've got heaps of credibility, they've got all the relationships, etc. And this person here is the person that needs to identify those roadblocks in the first place through their program management, program leadership team. Then over here you may have either a technical design authority or a solution design authority, and that is sort of slightly different. It plays a different role. It's what keeps the program and particularly the scope of the program honest, and make sure that the scope doesn't just go all over the place and go into a free fall, which then means you get huge delays and half the deliverables you were originally planning go off in a different direction and don't get delivered. So creating that leadership triumvirate and creating it in a way that essentially enables the program to mobilize effectively is an absolutely critical stage in the what I call being race fit to run a program. Don't allow your leadership structure just to get mobilized on the back of people being put in those positions on a whim and a prayer. If the program manager, don't allow the program manager to be appointed to your program just because he or she happens to be available and is a good program manager. You really need to think about how they're going to work with that sponsor. That chemistry is going to need to work. It's going to need to be a partnership. And like any other partnership, it's no different to any other partnership. It's going to have the right chemistry. It's going to have to feel right. It's going to have to, trade off each other, bounce off each other, and the sum of the parts should be greater than the 2 individuals. So my bar tip of the day is invest time in getting your leadership structure right from the start, and then enabling yourself to be race fit for the very start and the launch and the mobilization of your program. Good luck with it. Thank you for coming to the bar chat today. It's been great to have you in the bar, and I hope you've enjoyed the topic we've been talking about. Now, if there's anything in this topic, if there's anything in this bar chat that's particularly resonated with you, or there's a challenge that you're facing with your portfolio or your program or your stakeholders or whatever it might be, then one of the things that I'm offering is a free private bar function. So you can either come into our very own bar and come and be a part of it, and I promise you there'll be a drink waiting here for you, or I'll come to you, or we'll have a phone call, and we can maybe kick the tires on over a bar chat on a challenge that you're facing internally with your program, portfolio, whatever. If you want to do that, please take me up on the offer. I don't expect anything in return, and I really genuinely don't. You're very welcome to just click the link in the post on LinkedIn. There's a link in there. Connect and register, and we will be in touch to sort a private bar function out. Come and see me in the bar.